family, and I walked into the principal's office and I went, I grew up in a military family, and one of the things that I noticed very early on was that I had a lot of trouble dealing with anger and anxiety. And as I got older, it was one of the things that really had a huge impact on my life going forward. I wasn't comfortable in my own skin, and I didn't have the tools that I needed in order to deal with these strong emotions. I was bullied, and I bullied other kids because I simply didn't know a better way. My teachers knew that I had issues, and they brought them up to me over and over again, but they were unable to teach me or unwilling to teach me how to deal with these strong emotions. They tried things like hanging posters on the wall that had really nice sayings about the golden rule and other things like that, but it wasn't tangible. They didn't try to teach me math by hanging a poster on the wall. They actually taught it to me, and I began to realize that unless we teach young people how to deal with these skills, they're not going to get it. As I got older, I began to realize that more and more people that I met had similar issues that I did. And I asked myself, why don't we teach social skills in school? And that was the genesis for the idea of SchoolToolsTV. Actively teaching these social skills to the kids so that they have the basic tools they need to really succeed. One of my favorite quotes from Jonathan Livingston Seagull is, "You teach best what you most need to learn." And that's what the driving force behind the reason that I'm here today is. I spent the first 40 years of my life trying to get comfortable in my own skin, and I want to spend the next 40 years teaching young people how to do the same. The bottom line is, if not us, who? If not now, when? Zero tolerance policies are a pathway to prison, and victims who end up not getting the help that they need oftentimes spend their lives dealing with these kinds of issues. At the age of 40, I decided to give up a successful career in sales and go back to school to become a school counselor. It was obvious to me that low social emotional literacy and lack of basic social skills were causing huge problems in our school system, and I wanted to help. I also realized that the family structure that we had once relied on to teach these skills was not an option for a large number of the students that we dealt with. As I was going through my master's program, I began to become very interested in the idea of IQ versus EQ. IQ being obviously the intelligence level, EQ being the emotional quotient. And it became apparent that low EQ had lifelong impact on a student's ability to be successful both in and out of the classroom. The better they were with things like building strong, healthy relationships and having basic social skills and communication ability, that had a much bigger impact on their long-term success than anything associated with IQ. I knew from my own experience that basic social skills like anger management and problem solving could be taught and could be learned, and they changed my life for the better. That's the reason I created SchoolToolsTV, to create a conversation at a distance about these basic skills and why they're important, how they work, so that the teachers could actively be talking about this stuff and teaching it in the classroom. And the response has been overwhelming. Teachers began to watch and tell others. We've gone from 350 students in one school to over 25,000 students in over 800 classrooms in the United States and Canada. We get letters every day from teachers and students telling us that this is what they really needed and that the show is making a difference. I get a chance to travel to schools all the time, and I'm met by the smiling faces of the children who watch the show, and they're so excited to meet with me and tell me how the show has changed their lives and helped them to get along better with the other kids in their class. Sometimes they even ask me for my autograph. I also meet the teachers at those schools who are using the show, and one thing that they tell me over and over again is simply taking a few minutes in the morning to watch the show and talk about important social issues has given them more teachable time, better classroom management, and better results in and out of the classroom, both in terms of academic results and in terms of behavioral problems. Common sense is not so common anymore, and we need your help to spread the word. My mission is to reduce bullying in schools by teaching social emotional literacy and basic social skills. Our goal is to reach 1 million children by 2020. With your help, pledge, and support, we'll be able to expand the reach of our show to more teachers, more classrooms, and more students who desperately need these basic skills to succeed. Your pledge of support will help us reach out to schools that do not have the financial wherewithal to afford the show. It will also allow us to offer the show free to schools that deal predominantly with military children like myself. Your generous pledge will help us improve our technology and increase our bandwidth, which will allow us to get these simple messages that aren't so simple out to the kids who really need them. Just to recap, SchoolToolsTV is a daily 1-minute social skills video that has 3 versions. We have a K2 version, a 3/8 version, and one for high school. Currently, the show is being watched by over 25,000 kids in 800 schools and classrooms in the United States and Canada. 25,000. Imagine an arena packed full of people. That's how many kids that we're able to reach every day. And with your help, we can do even more. We can advocate for social emotional literacy and the teaching of basic social skills in our school systems. We can encourage teachers to create healthy relationships that give them more teachable time and better academic results. And we can give the kids the skills they need to really succeed in the classroom and beyond. Your generosity today will pay huge dividends in the future, both for our kids and for our communities. I'm asking you to help me make a difference in the lives of our children. The effects are already being felt in every community where the show is being watched, and with your help, we can expand it to more kids and more communities. Please take a moment to review our support options and pick one that's right for you and your family. Several of the options include a nice reward when you become part of this important solution.
My name is Patty Van Winkle and I'm the assistant principal at Greenbrook School. And I want to say thank you to SchoolToolsTV because Rusty gives all of the students here at Greenbrook School wonderful motivational concepts that help them with their everyday lives.
Watching Rusty on SchoolToolsTV.com has become a part of our students' morning routine. Kids in kindergarten through 6th grade start their day with a positive message.
My students love watching Rusty's videos every day. They get so excited and it really leaves good conversations between the class and the groups, and it helps all of them work together to help solve problems.
We try to remember what he's taught us, and we try to make sure that we become a better person by everything that Rusty has taught us. Thanks, and keep on listening.
I'm asking you to help me to help the kids who bully and hurt others, and to help those kids who are bullied and hurt by others to get the important social skills they need to overcome. These are not bad kids. They have bad habits that were learned and can be unlearned. Please take a moment to pledge your support today. Thank you.